Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. General Hospital spoilers tease that Austin Holt, Roger Howarth, was shot and left to bleed out alone. Austin's fate will likely be discovered in the coming week. No one has so far noticed that Austin hasn't arrived for work at General Hospital. But it is possible that Austin took some time off for Thanksgiving. But Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, was one of the last people to see Austin alive. Austin came to Dante at the police station with the intent of confessing to his mob ties, most likely that he has been under Cyrus Renault's, Jeff Kober, control all along. General Hospital fans recently discovered that Cyrus had more employees than anyone ever discovered the entire time he was in prison. In fact, Cyrus operations out of Potok apparently kept going under Mason Gatlin's, Nathaniel Gray leadership. Austin has been trying to extricate himself from the activity in Potok at least as long as he's been working at General Hospital. Austin was tired of lying to Ava Jerome, Maura West, about his intentions and manipulating her into doing Cyrus' bidding. He planned to tell Austin everything about Cyrus' Potok operations. Austin informed Dante that he wanted to be spared from any type of prosecution, but Dante could not promise anything until Austin had proof of his accusations. Austin left to retrieve the information but was shot and killed before speaking to authorities officially. Austin sadly waited a bit too long because someone shot him in his own home before he could free himself from mob control. Although Austin's killer wasn't shown on screen, viewers did see that the culprit may have been wearing the same men's dress shoes as the person who burned down Anna's house. Dante will soon team with fellow police officer Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, in the investigation. If one or both of them gets too close to discovering Austin's killer, they could very well be next on the killer's hit list. He may also try to silence Anna once and for all since she survived her house being burned down. But it's likely that whoever killed Austin has no trouble taking someone else out. Who killed Austin? Did Cyrus do the dirty work himself? Or is Austin's murder related to something else entirely? Anything can happen in Port Charles, so stay tuned to General Hospital, airing weekdays on ABC. And don't forget to check back right here regularly for all your General Hospital news, information and spoilers. Port Charles just can't catch a break, and the shadow of death looms darker than ever. As viewers still reel from the shocking murder of Dr. Austin Holt, new General Hospital spoilers reveal that the mysterious shooter may not be finished. In fact, if the latest chilling hints are anything to go by, the killer may be ready to strike again, this time with a new target in mind. Could Port Charles be on the brink of yet another tragic loss? This isn't just about justice for Austin anymore. It's about survival. Austin's death sent shockwaves through the tight-knit community, and the ripple effects are only growing. While his ties to shady dealings and secret alliances made him a complicated man, no one expected him to be gunned down in cold blood. Yet here we are, one of the town's top doctors silenced forever, and a killer still on the loose. Jordan Ashford and Dante Falconeri are both hot on the trail, but with few leads and even fewer witnesses, the case has stalled. However, the most haunting clue might not be a physical piece of evidence. It could be the emotional unraveling of someone close to the crime. Ava Jerome is walking a razor-thin line between stability and collapse. Her past with Austin is complicated, part friendship, part enabler, and part co-conspirator in matters neither ever fully disclosed. Since his murder, Ava has been jumpy, rattled, and increasingly paranoid. She's convinced that the person who took out Austin isn't done, and she might be next. She's not wrong. Spoilers tease that Ava will begin receiving anonymous threats, notes, strange phone calls, a single bullet left on her doorstep. While she tries to play it cool on the outside, those close to her, like Nina and Sunny, can see she's falling apart. But when Ava turns to Sunny for protection, she might not get the answer she's hoping for. Sunny Corinthos has his own mess to deal with. His spiraling paranoia, trust issues, and recent betrayal by close allies have left him off balance. Ava's cries for help only add to his frustration, and the once clear lines of who he can trust are now completely blurred. Still, when Ava tells him she's being targeted by the same person who killed Austin, Sunny listens and takes action. But is it enough? Or worse, Could Ava be baiting Sunny into a trap without even realizing it? While Sunny is dealing with family drama, Dant makes a chilling discovery. Security footage from the night Austin died reveals a figure slipping through the shadows near the scene of the crime. The footage is grainy, the face obscured, but the build and clothing match someone Dant knows all too well. Could someone from inside the PCPD be involved? Dant doesn't want to believe it, but the clues keep pointing closer to home. He's faced with a terrible dilemma. Does he follow the evidence, even if it leads to someone he cares about? Or does he protect the people closest to him and risk letting a murderer run free? No one has taken Austin's death harder than Maxie Jones. Their bond was strained near the end, but she's still grieving deeply, and she's determined to find the truth. But it's not just grief pushing her forward. Maxie has a gut feeling that someone is hiding something, maybe even someone she knows. And when she overhears a conversation she wasn't meant to hear, a new name is thrown into the mix, one that blows the case wide open. She's torn about what to do with the information. Should she go to the police, or should she confront the person herself? Either way, Maxie could be placing a deadly target on her back. Just as the town begins to settle back into routine, tragedy strikes again. A second person is found murdered under similar circumstances. The victim, a nurse at General Hospital who had access to Austin's files and might have known too much. Now it's undeniable. The shooter didn't just kill Austin for revenge or justice. This is a cleanup mission, and anyone connected to Austin could be next. The police are scrambling. Jordan steps up the investigation, issuing warnings to anyone who may have ties to the murdered doctor. But time is running out. Spoilers suggest that more names are being added to the killer's list, and the people of Port Charles are starting to panic. Among the potential victims, Elizabeth Weber. She's been asking too many questions and recently stumbled across a locked drawer in the hospital containing unauthorized files. Trina Robinson. A connection between the new murder and her internship might put her in the line of fire. Spinelli. His tech expertise and involvement with the Corinthos family make him a dangerous wild card. And maybe someone the shooter wants to silence. Dex Heller. Some think he might be the key to unlocking this entire case, which also makes him a prime target. One theory being whispered around town sends chills down everyone's spine. What if Austin wasn't the shooter's first victim, or the last? A hidden pattern in recent accidents and medical emergencies could suggest the shooter, or whoever is behind this, is methodically eliminating threats tied to a larger secret. Something buried deep, something dangerous. Could it have something to do with the Pikeman Group, the WSB, or perhaps the unsolved case files that Austin was reportedly digging into? All signs point to this being more than just a murder. This is a cover-up. Just when things seem at their worst, a familiar face returns to town. One that no one expected to see again. This returning character may hold the key to solving the mystery behind Austin's murder. But their return is not without consequences. They know too much, and they've been running from this danger for too long. Now they're back and ready to finish what Austin started. But can they survive long enough to expose the truth? As the week wraps up, all eyes turn to a heart-stopping cliffhanger. A beloved character receives a cryptic message. You're next. The camera pans in on their shocked face, the fear unmistakable. Who is it? That reveal is being kept tightly under wraps, but insiders tease that the fallout will be massive, and that no one in Port Charles is safe. Austin's death was only the beginning. Port Charles is being stalked by a cold, calculated force that won't stop until every loose end is tied up permanently. As secrets unravel and more lives are threatened, the citizens of this once charming town are forced to confront the unthinkable. That evil may be lurking in places and people they once trusted most.